What is happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're keeping well. Player ratings from that 4-1 win over Ipswich Town. Let's crack straight into it. Before we do, please do like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It does help the channel grow and it will be massively appreciated. So let's go through the team. Start with goalkeeper Vicario. I think that him coming back has been massive. I just think the defence feel more secure with him in goal. I don't want to say that calmer presence, that calmer figure, because no goalkeeper's calm, and Vicario seems like an absolute nutter, but it's just added that calmness to that back line, if that makes sense. They trust him more. Not, I think necessarily against Kinski, but they're more used to Vicario. Vicario's also a big part of that leadership group as well. Solid performance for him against it, so it's not a lot to do, to be honest with you. A 7 out of 10 for me. Moving on to the back line, a doggy, great to have him back. And I think Ange has 3 good fullbacks at his disposal, 3 informed fullbacks. I know Porro has his faults, but he's still good. So Porro, Spence, and a doggy, 3 good fullbacks at the moment. But a doggy, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. I thought a good performance from him. A left back coming back into the side, was never going to play the full game, come off in the end after 65 minutes, first full game back. And he done well. He coped with the likes of Hutchinson and anyone down that side really well. Stopped, even when Godfrey got forward, he gave up in the end doing that. Doggy done well. Solid from him. Other fullback, Jed Spence, delightful Jed, as I like to call him. What a player. For me, our best player at the moment. Most informed player, best player at the club. However you want to put it, he's been really impressive. He got on the score sheet today, and again, defensively really superb. And he got that 3rd goal at a time where we're winning 2-1. Ipswich are causing problems, and the game was slipping away from us. And that's credit to Ange for his changes, bringing Porro and Maddison on, but it's credit to Spence also. An 8 out of 10 for me. He could probably go a little bit further than that. Archie Gray, solid from him today. I didn't, really notice him that much, but I do worry a little bit in terms of Ange relies on him in a defender, even with these more options in midfield. He's doing well, don't get me wrong. I do see him as more a midfielder, but Ange may see it differently. 6 out of 10 for me. Kevin Danso, really impressed with him today. 7 out of 10. Solid performance. He's a player that settled into life at Spurs really well, on and off the pitch. You see it off the pitch as well with the club socials and that, and just with different players. He's bonded really well, but on the pitch, he seems like a player who gives blood, sweat and tears for the badge, bleeds Spurs already. And just like a really calm player, and really calm, natural on the ball. And as I've said many times before, that January window was frustrating. It took us far too long to get a centre back in. But to be fair, it looks like we've signed the right players. So credit to Lange, Munn, whoever's responsible, I don't know anymore, for recruitment, I suppose, whoever identified that and delivered it. Because I'd rather it take longer if we bring in the right player. It still took far too long though. But we got the player and he looks absolutely class. It's a shame we couldn't have him a little bit earlier on, but no, he's really impressed me, and he plays like he's played with this team for months and played in this system for weeks, and he hasn't, so that's impressive. Moving on to that midfield, who I was extra impressed with today, Benton Coro, I'm going to give a 7.5 out of 10. Really solid from him. He's really good, and I think he's good in that 6. It obviously depends on the opponent, but I think he deals with it really well. Great, fantastic player. It's just a case of, can he avoid suspension? Can he stay fit? That's the thing with Ben Sakor. Hasn't really worked out for him in the Spurs shirt, but we know what he's capable of. Very high ceiling. So I thought he's done well today. One of his better games. Bergvall, quiet day for him, but he really stepped it up in that second half. And a lot of people I speak to, involved in tactical analysis and that I'm connected with across socials, said that they're really impressed with Bergvall in that second half. And I didn't really notice it until you go back and look at the highlights off the ball, on the ball as well. Really impressive. So I'll give Bergvall a 7 out of 10. Move on to that forward line, including Dejan Kulusevski, kind of number 10. 8 out of 10 I'm going to give him today. One of his better performances. He struggled in recent weeks, lost the ball too many times, but because he's been tired, he's done a lot, been a really key player for us this season. He looked a lot better today and had more joy and worked well with Johnson on kind of that right, drifting into space. Talking to Johnson, back with a bang, back with 2 goals. Johnson again, allay, as the chant goes. Impressed with him today. A lot of people go, tapping Merchant this, tapping Merchant that. Doesn't matter as long as you get the end product. Of course, you want him to do better off the ball. Of course, you want him to track back and be more involved. But if you're scoring 2 goals, who cares? Because that wins you the game like it did today. So impressed with him today. 9 out of 10. Anything under that, then I think questions have to be asked of your player ratings. That'd be funny. Son as well. Impressed with him today. I've been critical, as a lot of Spurs fans have been, of him in recent times, and he probably, based off form and recently, didn't deserve to start the game, but he did. And that's credit to Ange because he looked good and got 2 goals as well to show for it. So 2 goals. He got 2 assists to show for it. For both Johnson's goals were assisted by Son. So although Son wasn't on the score sheet, he got the assist. And you could argue that that's equally as important. And they're really nice. He had their Godfrey on toast in that first half. He really did. So that's real credit to Son. And I think that proved that a lot of it is tiredness, fatigue. That week off really helped him. Having Sadek come off in the 74th minute, it was quiet in that second half. So I think he's got to an age where he can't do it consistently. Half an hour blast is really good, and it could be a player we use off the bench. But as club captain, I can't see us doing that. Mateus Tell, not his day to day at all. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10, but I cannot be clearer. We've got to be patient with him. 19 years of age, new country, new league. Yes, he lacked that striker presence today. I thought we really missed the likes of Solanke. He didn't hold the ball up, didn't really offer anything. It just wasn't his game. But he's too early to judge. I don't think he would be right to judge a player like that. As fans, I think we have to be patient. Ange Postecoglou, I'll give it 10 out of 10. I thought his in-game management was superb. Went to bring Porro and Maddison on. 3 wins in a row now with players coming back. I'm behind him more than ever. Maddison having a real impact. 8 out of 10 for me today. He'll be really happy coming on against, obviously, being Ipswich. It meant a lot for him. He showed it on social media his Norwich Canaries badge after. So it meant a lot to Maddison getting that assist. Yeah, and I thought he'd done well when coming on. Porro come on in the 65th minute. Didn't see a lot of him. I give him a 6 out of 10. Scarlett, who come on the 74th minute, done really well. I thought got an assist and looked promising, really neat with the ball. I think there's a potential Harry Kane here if we nurse and use him in the right way. 7.5 out of 10 for me. Wilson Odobert come on the 74th minute. Great to have him back again. He played come off the bench the last game, but not enough to see him off those 15 minutes or so. 6 out of 10 for me. Same for Basuma, who come on the 85th minute, who I'll give a 5 out of 10. So those are my player ratings. What would you change? Let me know in the comments below. And who would be your man of the match? Kevin Danso for me, but there are a few options. And that's real credit to Ange and the boys. There are those options there. Just a nice win against Ipswich Town. I think you've got to be clear this is, could have been a potential banana skin coming into it. Ipswich need the points. They need the win. I know they're down the bottom, but the importance in this win cannot be underestimated, not necessarily for our league season, but for confidence, for a morale booster. If you're new to the channel, though, please do like and subscribe. Turn the notifications bell on for all the content we have to offer you here at the channel. There's a lot of the moments, so do stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed. Really do. A massive comment.